Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 9th thrilling edition of the 20 Questions Quiz Podcast. We're absolutely delighted to have you join us on this journey through the realms of knowledge and curiosity. With each episode, we've explored new horizons, tackled intriguing questions, and celebrated the joy of learning. Today, in our 9th edition, we're set to do it all over again, and this time we're diving deep into a captivating general knowledge quiz once again. Here's how the game unfolds. You'll be facing a series of 20 thought-provoking questions, each one building on the last, and the challenge will gradually intensify. From historical mysteries to scientific wonders, from pop culture to geography, each question will push you to think critically and expand your horizons. To ensure a level playing field, each question will be read twice, allowing you to grasp its essence before the timer starts ticking. But remember, you've got a mere 10 seconds to provide the correct answer. A single incorrect response and it's game over. And the idea is to get as far as you can without getting a single question wrong. So where will you get to this time around, or can you defeat all 20 questions? So are you ready for the challenge? The pursuit of intellectual greatness awaits you. Good luck on your quest to defeat 20 questions. Okay, here we go once again. Settle back, settle in, and let me begin. 20 questions coming up on geography, animals, music, history, and myth, to name but a few. We begin with the first question, and it is geography. What type of geographical features are the Himalayas? What type of geographical features are the Himalayas?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Himalayas are a massive mountain range in Asia, spanning across several countries, including India, Nepal, Bhutan, China and Pakistan. Mountains is the right answer. Question 2 to food. What is the traditional shape of a pizza? What is the traditional shape of a pizza?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The traditional shape of a pizza is round. Traditional Italian pizzas, such as a Neapolitan pizza, are typically thin crusted round pies. This round shape is not only traditional but also practical for baking evenly in a wood-fired pizza oven, which is commonly used in Italy. Question 3 to the animal kingdom. Where would a manatee be usually found? Where would a manatee be usually found?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Manatees are aquatic animals, so the water is the right answer. They are typically found in warm, shallow waters. They inhabit various coastal and freshwater habitats, primarily in the southeast United States, the Caribbean, and parts of Central and South America. Question 4. Foliage is a mass of what? Foliage is a mass of what?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Foliage refers to a mass of leaves on plants or trees. It encompasses all the leaves collectively on a plant or tree. Foliage is a critical part of a plant's structure and plays a vital role in photosynthesis, where plants capture sunlight and convert it into energy for growth and sustenance. Question 5. Staying with nature, what word goes before mantis to make the name of an insect? What word goes before mantis to make the name of an insect?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The word that goes before mantis to make the name of an insect is praying. The insect is commonly known as a praying mantis due to its distinctive posture, where it often holds its front legs together in a manner that looks like it's in a praying position. Praying mantises are predatory insects known for their unique appearance and hunting behaviour. Question number 6. In which country did reggae music originate? In which country did reggae music originate?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Reggae music originated in the country of Jamaica. It emerged in the late 1960s and is characterised by its distinctive rhythm, beats and lyrics that often address social and political issues. Reggae music has become not only a genre of music but also a significant cultural movement, closely associated with Rastafarianism and the promotion of peace, love and unity. Jamaican artists such as Bob Marley and the Wailers played a pivotal role in popularising reggae music internationally. Question 7. Which US president was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth? Which US president was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The US president who was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth was President Abraham Lincoln. President Lincoln was assassinated on April 14th, 1865, while attending a play at Ford's Theatre in Washington, D.C. He died the following day on April 15th, 1865, making him the first US president to be assassinated in office. John Wilkes Booth, a Confederate sympathizer and actor, carried out the assassination as part of a plot to support the Confederacy in the final days of the American Civil War. Moving on to question 8. How many squares has a chessboard? How many squares has a chessboard?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A standard chessboard has 64 squares. It consists of 8 columns, they're known as files, and 8 rows, known as ranks. We may get the term rank and file, creating a grid of 64 squares in total. These squares alternate in colour, typically with 32 dark squares and 32 light squares, which is why a chessboard is often referred to as an 8x8 grid. The alternating colours of the squares create a distinctive checkerboard pattern commonly associated with chess. To question 9, to geography. Dunedin is one of the biggest cities in which southern hemisphere country? Dunedin is one of the biggest cities in which southern hemisphere country?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dunedin is one of the biggest cities in New Zealand, which is located in the southern hemisphere. Dunedin is the second largest city on New Zealand's South Island and is known for its rich Scottish heritage, Victorian architecture and proximity to stunning natural landscapes such as the Otago Peninsula. Up to the halfway mark on this 9th edition of 20 questions. How are you doing so far? Questions to come on film, history, names, and also the human body. How are you doing so far? Are you still in the game? You got 9 right in a row? This is question 10. Will this one slip you up? It's on films. In which film does Johnny Depp play Ichabod Crane? In which film does Johnny Depp play Ichabod Crane?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Johnny Depp played the character Ichabod Crane in the film Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow is a 1999 supernatural horror film directed by Tim Burton and is loosely based on the Washington Irving short story The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Johnny Depp's portrayal of Ichabod Crane is one of the central characters in the movie, which blends elements of horror and mystery in a gothic atmosphere. Over the halfway mark. Question 11 of 20 is this. Who was the fourth wife of Henry VIII? Who was the fourth wife of Henry VIII?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The fourth wife of King Henry VIII was Anne of Cleves. Henry VIII married Anne of Cleves in 1540, but the marriage was relatively short-lived and was annulled later that year. The annulment was arranged on the grounds of Anne's appearance not meeting the king's expectations. After the annulment, Anne of Cleves was given a generous settlement and lived in England as the king's sister. She and Henry remained on amicable terms after the divorce. Henry VIII went on to marry Catherine Howard as his fifth wife. 9 left on this edition of 20 questions. Question 12. What is the first sign of the zodiac? What is the first sign of the zodiac?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The first sign of the zodiac is Aries. Aries is typically associated with the period from March 21st to April 19th, and it marks the beginning of the astrological calendar. People born under the Aries sign are often described as energetic, enthusiastic, and adventurous, as Aries is ruled by the planet Mars and is associated with the element of fire. Question 13. What is the meaning of the prefix halo? What is the meaning of the prefix halo?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The prefix halo typically means ring. It is derived from the Greek word halos, which means disc or ring. When used as a prefix in various words, halo often implies the presence of a circular or ring-like structure or phenomenon. Question 14. What is a maelstrom? What is a maelstrom? Spelled M-A-E-L-S-T-O-R-M.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A maelstrom is a powerful and turbulent whirlpool of water. It is characterized by a rapid, circular and often violent movement of water, typically caused by the meeting of conflicting currents, tides or the like. Maelstroms can be extremely dangerous to ships and other vessels, as they can pull objects, including boats and debris, beneath the surface and create treacherous conditions for navigation. Now, some of you may have thought maelstrom was something different, and the term maelstrom is often used metaphorically to describe any situation or circumstance that is chaotic, turbulent, or in a state of extreme turmoil. It is derived from the Dutch word malstroom, which means whirling stream, and was originally used to describe a specific powerful whirlpool off the coast of Norway, known as the Mokströmmen. This natural phenomenon has captured the imagination of writers and artists over centuries and has been a subject in literature and folklore. We have 6 questions left on this edition of 20 questions. Question 15 of 20 is this: what kind of mineral is aquamarine? What kind of mineral is aquamarine?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Aquamarine is a variety of the mineral beryl, which is primed for its beautiful blue to blue-green colour. The distinct blue or blue-green hues of aquamarine are due to the presence of trace amounts of iron within the crystal structure of the beryl. The name aquamarine is derived from the Latin words aqua, meaning water, and marina, of the sea, which reflects the gemstone's resemblance to the colours of the ocean. Aquamarine is considered a precious gemstone and is commonly used in jewellery, including rings, necklaces and earrings. Its colour can range from pale blue to deep blue-green, with the most valuable specimens typically displaying a rich, saturated blue hue. Brazil, Madagascar and various countries in Africa are known for producing high-quality aquamarine gemstones. So we're 15 questions down. 5 left. The fatal 5 to come. The top 5. Question 16 of 20 on this 9th edition of 20 questions is this: Una, Charlie Chaplin's last wife, was the daughter of which famous American writer? Una, Charlie Chaplin's last wife, was the daughter of which famous American writer?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Una O'Neill was the 4th and last wife of the famous actor and filmmaker Charlie Chaplin, and she was the daughter of the renowned American playwright Eugene O'Neill. Eugene O'Neill is widely regarded as one of the most significant playwrights in American theatre history, known for works such as A Long Day's Journey into Night, The Iceman Cometh, and Morning Becomes Electra. Una O'Neill and Charlie Chaplin's marriage was notable for its age difference, as she was much younger than Chaplin, but they remained married until his death in 1977. Four left. 4 to go. Question 17 of 20. William Wallace led an uprising against which English king? William Wallace led an uprising against which English king?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
William Wallace led an uprising against the English King Edward I, also known as Edward Longshanks. This uprising was part of the Wars of Scottish Independence in the late 13th century. Wallace, a Scottish knight and military leader, played a significant role in the early stages of the struggle for Scottish independence from English rule. His most notable victory came at the Battle of Stirling Bridge in 1297. However, his campaign was ultimately unsuccessful, and he was captured by the English in 1305. William Wallace was subsequently executed in a brutal manner, becoming a symbol of Scottish resistance against English domination. 3 to go. Industry, music and the human body remain on this edition of 20 questions. Are you still standing? Have you survived 17 questions? Only 3 more to tackle to say you have defeated all 20. Question 18 of 20 is this. In which industry is a machine called a nodding donkey used? In which industry is a machine called a nodding donkey used?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A machine called a nodding donkey is used in the oil industry, specifically in the field of petroleum production. The nodding donkey, also known as a pump jack or bean pump, is a common type of oil well pump used to extract crude oil from underground reservoirs. It operates by using a reciprocating motion to pump oil to the surface from a well bore. The nickname nodding donkey comes from the rhythmic up and down motion of the pump's walking beam, which resembles the nodding or rocking motion of a donkey. This technology has been a staple in the oil industry for decades and is used in many oil producing regions around the world to bring oil to the surface for processing. Question 19. The penultimate question on this 9th edition of 20 questions is this. What is Paul McCartney's real first name? What is Paul McCartney's real first name?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Paul McCartney's real first name is James. His full name is James Paul McCartney. However, he is widely known by his middle name Paul and is one of the most famous and influential musicians in history. McCartney, a former member of the iconic British rock group The Beatles, and has had a highly successful solo career in addition to his work with the band. The final question on this edition of 20 questions is on the human body. If you've got 19 right in a row, this is the question you need to say you have defeated 20 questions, which so far nobody has got in touch to say they have. Question 20 of 20 is this. Where in the body is the Bowman's capsule? Where in the body is the Bowman's capsule?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Bowman's capsule is located in the kidneys. It is a crucial component of the nephron, which is the functional unit of the kidney responsible for filtering blood to form urine and regulating various substances in the body. The Bowman's capsule is situated at the beginning of each nephron and plays a vital role in the initial stages of the filtration process. It surrounds the glomerulus, a network of tiny blood vessels, and helps filter out waste products and excess substances from the blood to create and filtrate that eventually becomes urine. So there you have it. That concludes this 9th edition of 20 questions. How did you do? I want to know how far you got. Let me know on Twitter at 20questionsquiz, or drop me an email. Love to hear from you. 20questionsquiz@gmail.com. Just to remind you, there's a whole season of music quizzes, 6 on 20 Questions Music that you can download, and there's a season of sports quizzes that you can enjoy as well at 20 Questions Sports Quiz. The general knowledge will continue every Thursday. I do hope you can join us then. From me, Johnny Bryan, thank you so much for your company. I will see you soon. Bye for now.